माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जना वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जना वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी गोपी जना यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजना यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजना यमुनतीरावनचारि यमुनतीरावनचारि हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 रे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम जय राधा गोलोकानंद श्री राधे जय गिरि गोवर्धन जय गिरि गोवर्धन जय गिरि गोवर्धन जय गिरि गोवर्धन जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद जय 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 ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तरस्त श्रीमद् अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तरशत श्रीमद् श्रील भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। Granthrat Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga, and all glories to you, Srila Prabhupada. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabho Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare. What number is it again, Prabhu? 41. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yakshati Tvam Makhendrena Rajasuyena Pandava Paramesthya Kama Nrupatis Tad Bhavan Anumodatam. Yakshati Tvam Makhendrena Yakshati Tvam Makhendrena Rajasuyena Pandava Rajasuyena Pandava Paramesthya Kamo Nripatis Paramesthya Kamo Nripatis Tadbhavan Anumodatam Tadbhavan Anumodatam. Yakshati Tvam Makhendrena Rajasuyena Pandava Paramesthya Kamo Nripatis Tadbhavan Anumodatam. Vaishnavis, please. Yakshati, he will perform sacrifice. Tvam, unto you. Makha, of fire sacrifices. Indrena, with the greatest. Rajasuyena, known as Rajasuya. Pandava, the son of Pandu. Parameshtya, uncontested dominion. Kama, desiring. Nripati, the king. Tat, that. Bhavan, you. Anumodatam, please sanction. Translation and purport by the disciples of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. Translation. Desiring unrivaled sovereignty, King Yudhishthira intends to worship you with the greatest fire sacrifice, the Rajasuya. Please bless his endeavor. Purport. King Yudhishthira is described here as Parameshtya Kama, or desiring Parameshtya. The word Parameshtya means unrivaled supremacy, and also indicates the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who stands at the very height of all existence. Therefore, Srila Prabhupada translates Narada's message as follows. You have inquired about your cousins, the Pandavas, in the role of their well-wisher, and therefore I shall let you know about their intentions. Now please hear me. First of all, may I inform you that King Yudhishthira has all material opulences that are possible to achieve in the highest planetary system, Brahmaloka. He has no material opulence for which to aspire, and yet he wants to perform the Rajasuya sacrifice only to get your association and to please you. He wants to worship you in order to achieve your causeless mercy, and I beg to request you to fulfill his desires. Since the word Parameshtya may also indicate the position of Lord Brahma, the term Parameshtya Kama is taken here by Srila Prabhupada to indicate not only that King Yudhishthira desired Lord Krishna's association and mercy, but also that King Yudhishthira himself possessed Parameshtya, all the opulences of Lord Brahma. Hare Krishna. So before I begin, I seek the blessings of His Holiness Bir Krishna Maharaj and all the senior Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis. May the right words come at the right time, in the right mood of glorifying Srimad Bhagavatam, purifying our heart, and pulling our consciousness closer and closer to their transcendental, loving, divine lotus feet. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripasinubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. In this section, Yudhishthira Maharaj's love for Sri Krishna has been indicated by the term Parameshtya Kama. The word Parameshtya can refer to Lord Brahma. It can refer to sovereignty or regal royal position over Mother Earth, or it could mean Krishna. And out of the three, Srila Jiva Goswami Pada writes, as a quotation to this verse, he quotes from Srimad Bhagavatam. There are two verses actually Srila Jiva Goswami quotes in this regard. He quotes Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 12, Text 6, 112.6. I'll read the Sanskrit for that, and then we will know how Srila or Sri Yudhishthir Maharaj, never desired anything material in this world independent of Krishna. He never wanted anything for himself. He only wanted Sri Krishna. So 112.6 Srimad Bhagavatam quotes, Kim te kama suraspardha mukunda manaso dvija adi jahrur mudam rajnyah kshuditasya yathetare. So kim te kama suraspardha, which means that Yudhishthir Maharaj had so much wealth that even the Devatas, even those in heavenly planetary systems, they also desired that wealth of Yudhishthir Maharaj. There was never a king like this who was so regal and royal on Mother Earth that those in heaven wanted to have the same opulence as him. And yet, Mukunda Manaso Dvija, Yudhishthir Maharaj's mind was always at the lotus feet of Mukunda, Sri Krishna. The example given is, Kshuditasya yathetare. Just like when someone is hungry or thirsty, all that they desire for is food and water. They don't desire anything else. If there's someone who's very thirsty, you give them lots of wealth, you give them lots of opulence and a nice comforting mattress, and you give them a comfortable room. None of that makes sense for a person who's thirsty, who's parched. All that they want is water. So Srimad Bhagavatam here in this first canto, 12th chapter, text 6 mentions that Yudhishthir Maharaj had so much hunger and thirst for Krishna, Krishna's association, that none of this royal position of this world really mattered to him, independent of Krishna. Of course, it's described that he did desire a lot of wealth only to serve Krishna. Srila Jiva Goswami Pad has also mentioned that in his commentary, that Yudhishthir Maharaj definitely desired wealth, but that was only for the service of Krishna and nothing independent of him, just like a person who's hungry or thirsty only desires food or water and nothing else matters at that point. So Yudhishthira Maharaj was that hungry and thirsty for Krishna. The actual lalasa or lolupta, laulyam, koti janma sukriti nalabhyate. The only price to attain Krishna is intense greed. The second verse that's quoted by Srila Jiva Goswami is Canto 10, chapter 75, text 34. This is Srila Jiva Goswami's commentary to this verse. He quotes 10:75-34 to mention how Yudhishthir Maharaj used to actually sit on golden thrones, and he looked as royal as Indra and had as much opulence as Lord Brahma while being on earth. He was continuously praised by the best among poets. There were great artists who would come and perform for him. But amidst all of this, the verse says, Krishnena api swachakshusha. Krishna was his eye. What does that mean? The Acharyas describe, Srila Sridhar Swami Pad describes in the commentary to that verse, 10:75-34. He mentions just like there are so many things around us, and they all make sense because we are able to see them through our eye. So similarly, although Yudhishthir Maharaj sat on the royal throne like Indra and displayed opulence like Brahma, and he was glorified by the best among poets, all of that made sense because Krishna was his vision. Krishnena api swachakshusha. It also means just like the eye is very precious to a living being, Krishna Bhakti is very precious to Yudhishthira Maharaj. It also means just like the eyes are always close to us, we may leave our car key behind, we may leave our wallet behind, we may leave our phone, no, we may never leave our phone behind, but we sometimes may forget our phone or our gadgets, but we never forget our eyes. We always carry our eyes with us, and the whole world looks colorful because we look through the lens of our eyes. Similarly, Yudhishthira Maharaj is described, he would leave one place to go to another place. He may leave a few things behind, but he'll never leave Krishna. Or the other way to go, to mention the same thing is, Krishna would never leave him. Krishna would always be physically close to Yudhishthira Maharaj, emotionally and devotionally close to Yudhishthira Maharaj, and as the most precious possession that he ever possessed. Interesting thing to know that even in the performance of the Rajasuya Yajna, there are 5 reasons that have been given as to why Yudhishthira Maharaj wanted to perform this very epic Rajasuya Yajna. First and foremost, it is described that he wanted to show the whole world that at the end of it all, the devotee of Krishna always wins. Because the whole world knows how much Yudhishthira Maharaj suffered. They know of the gambling match, they know of the disrobing of Draupadi, they know of the exile, they know of the incognito, they know of the children who were killed in the middle of the night. But at the end of it all, all's well that ends well. So Yudhishthira Maharaj wanted to perform a Rajasuya Yajna to show the whole world there may be some ups and downs, there may be some hiccups on the path of bhakti, some tests, some trials, some tribulations, some calamity. But the end of it all, it's a happy story where Yudhishthira Maharaj wins the whole world. The second reason why he wanted to perform the Rajasuya Yajna is because he wanted all the kings and all the sadhus, the sages, to assemble in one place. Because then that place becomes the most auspicious. Imagine having a place where you have all the sadhus assemble in one place. That's Vrindavan, right there. So Yudhishthira Maharaj wanted to create that atmosphere. The third reason given is, in that assembly, he wanted to loudly announce Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Because there's constant confusion on who's God and who's not God. But in the most prestigious Rajasuya Sabha, Rajasuya assembly, Rajasuya fire sacrifice, in the presence of all the great kings and all the great sadhus, if the first worship is offered to Krishna, that's a very bold statement to the whole world that Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam, that Krishna is the Supreme Lord. So this is the third reason. The fourth reason why he wanted to perform the Rajasuya Yajna is to have the opportunity to serve Krishna. To serve Krishna. Because Krishna is always in Dwaraka. So Yudhishthira Maharaj felt that I am bereft of Krishna's association, and only when I have his association can I serve him. So he wanted Krishna's association there, and he wanted an opportunity to serve Krishna. And ultimately, the Rajasuya Yajna was also performed to get material opulence so that he can serve Krishna more and more with that wealth. So these are the 5 reasons. We'll review them again. 1, he wanted to show the whole world that at the end of it all, a true devotee of Krishna wins the battle of life. The second reason, he wanted to have a place where all the kings and all the sadhus assemble and make the whole place auspicious. What was the third reason? He wanted to announce Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The fourth reason? So impressive, Mother Rudrani has all her notes ready. It's like running notes with the class. So impressive. Thank you. The fourth reason is have an opportunity to serve Krishna and his devotees. And fifth, he wanted to attain material opulence through this yajna so that he can serve Krishna more and more. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, he comments to verse Canto 10, chapter 75, text 27. 10:75-27. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur quotes, Haridasasya Rajarshe. The verse calls Yudhishthira Maharaj. That context is that of the Rajasuya Yajna. And Shukdev Goswami calls Yudhishthira Maharaj as Haridas, as the servant of Hari. So Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur analyzes 3 Haridas mentioned in the Bhagavatam. Of course, the word Haridas means the servant of Hari. So even Gajendra is Haridas, even Dhruva and Prahlad are Haridas. But in Srimad Bhagavatam, there are 3 devotees who are directly referred to as Haridas. The first one who is referred to is Yudhishthira Maharaj, because of his performance of Rajasuya Yajna, and also for the fact that he visited Vrindavan during his exile. During the time when he was ousted from his own kingdom, he did visit Vrindavan, and it's described that he went through places in Kamvan, in Vimal Kund, and also we know, even till this very day, King Yudhishthir and his brothers, the Pandavas, they live on the banks of Shamakund in the form of trees. We know that very famous story where Sri Raghunath Das Goswami was in the process of cutting the trees on the banks of Radhakund and Shamkund only to form the bathing ponds of Radha and Shamsundar. When in the dream, Yudhishthir Maharaj appeared to Sri Raghunath Das Goswami and said, please do not uproot us, please do not cut us. We live in the form of trees on the banks of Shamakund. So if you uproot us, we lose the opportunity to live in Vrindavan. Please do let us live in the form of trees. And this is why we know, although Radhakund is very well formed, like Srimati Radharani, predictable and very simple, humble and noble, we find Shamakund, on the other hand, is quite crooked. And the formation of that kund is because Raghunath Das Goswami did not want to cut those trees, which are the Pandavas. Even today, we find at least one tree alive there. And some Brajbasis say that is Bhim, out of the 5 Pandavas who's still alive there. So Raghunath Das Goswami, he made his construction around those trees. And therefore we see Radha Kund, like Sri Radharani, is very well formed and humble, noble and simple. But Shamakund, like Krishna, is quite crooked, accommodating those trees there. So we find in 1075-27, the first Haridas who's mentioned is Yudhishthir Maharaj for his unparalleled love for Krishna. Talking about his love for Krishna, Srila Sanatana Goswami quotes in the Brihad Bhagavatamritam, echoing the words of Hanuman in the context of Narada Muni searching out for the best devotee. These are some very beautiful verses quoted. So we'll quote 3 verses here, glorifying Yudhishthir Maharaj from the Brihad Bhagavatamritam. Sa yesham balyatas tattat vishadapyang ganeranat dhairyam dharmam yasho jnanam bhaktim premapyadarshayat. Srila Sanatana Goswami says, Sa yesham balyatah tattat. Right from their childhood, the Pandavas struggled. They had so many calamities that struck their life. Vishan mahagne purushada darshanad asat sabhaya vanavasa krichrataha. What is that calamity that didn't strike the Pandavas? They were poisoned. Vishan mahagne. They had to face their house caught on fire. They had to meet cannibals in the forest. They were put on exile. They had to live incognito. They had to hide themselves as kshatriyas, which is below dignity even for a human being. What to speak of kings? They were disrobed in the form of Draupadi in the mid-assembly. Their children were slaughtered. They struggled. They were cheated in a gambling match. What is that calamity that they didn't face? Even the last descendant of the Pandavas, Maharaj Parikshit, was struck with a thunderbolt in the form of the Brahmastra while he was in the womb of his mother. So here Srila Sanatana Goswami says, all these calamities only showed the greatness of Yudhishthir Maharaj, dhairyam, his courage, dharma, his fixity, his focus on spiritual principles, yasha, to announce and preach his fame, jnanam, to show his understanding of the Shastras, bhakti, his attachment to Krishna, and prema, Krishna's love for him. Only to show this to the whole world did they go through so many calamities. Then Srila Sanatana Goswami Pad writes, Kim va sasneha kataryat tesham na acharati prabho seva sakhyam priyatvam tad anyonyam bhati mishritam. What is that service that the Pandavas did not offer Krishna? And what is that service that Krishna did not offer Yudhishthir Maharaj? This is the question. As the Pandavas were offering obeisances to Krishna, Krishna was offering obeisances to Yudhishthir Maharaj. As Yudhishthir Maharaj was serving Krishna as a friend, Krishna was ready to serve Yudhishthir Maharaj as a friend. As Yudhishthir Maharaj would like to stand as a night watchman, as a security guard outside Krishna in Dwaraka, Krishna was busy protecting the tent of Yudhishthira Maharaj on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. As Yudhishthira Maharaj would offer prayers to Krishna, Krishna would wake up, fold his palms and offer prayers to Yudhishthira Maharaj. As Yudhishthira Maharaj would want to massage the lotus feet of Krishna, Krishna was busy in massaging the lotus feet of Yudhishthira Maharaj. So here it is described that Krishna loves Yudhishthira as much as Yudhishthira loves Krishna. And the Padma Puran mentions that Krishna loves Yudhishthira Maharaj and devotees of that caliber in 3 ways. Like a fish, like a tortoise, and like a bird. The Padma Puran describes these are 3 different ways by which we express love. What are the 3 ways? Like a fish. How does the fish express love for its own child? Just by glancing. The mother fish expresses her love for the babies by glancing. How does the tortoise express its love for its own eggs? The Padma Puran describes mother tortoise, she lays her eggs under the sand, far away from where she lives, and just meditates on her babies. And that's how they hatch. And then the Padma Puran describes how do the birds, the mother bird, nourish and love her own babies? By touch. That's how those eggs hatch. So in this way, these are 3 ways by which Krishna would love Yudhishthira Maharaj. Through glance, through meditation, and through touch. He would glance at Yudhishthira Maharaj with eyes brimming with tears. At the same time, he would remember Yudhishthira Maharaj when Yudhishthira Maharaj was not around him. And at the same time, he would express his love through touch. He would hold him by the hand, he would embrace him to the heart, and sometimes smile and talk to him, and sometimes embrace him and weep, expressing his affection. Also it is described in the Brihad Bhagavatamritam. This is Hanuman speaking, glorifying Yudhishthira Maharaj. This is a very beautiful verse, so I would request devotees if you can call and respond. It's beautiful. Nunam re Pandava mantram Aushadham Vatha Kinchana Lokottaram Vijani Dve Mahamohana Mohanam. Hanuman is dancing, glorifying Yudhishthira Maharaj, speaking to Narada Muni in the pages of Brihad Bhagavatamritam, and says, Nunam re Pandava, O Yudhishthira Maharaj, O Arjun, O Bhima, O Nakula, O Sahadeva. I am very confident all of you have some mystic mantra, or you have some mystic transcendental herb. You have some medicine, you have some possession, you must have some touchstone, you have some secret. Why? Because you have been able to charm that Lord who charms the whole world. Maha Mohana Mohanam. This is the term. Maha Mohana is the name for Krishna because he's the great attractor. And Maha Mohana Mohanam, O Pandavas, you must have some mantra, you must have some aushada, some medicinal herb, or you must have some money, some philosopher's or sorcerer's stone. You may have some touchstone by which you've been able to charm or attract the all-attractive Lord. So this is the first Haridas who is described in the Bhagavatam. Yudhishthira Maharaj, who is the best devotee of Krishna. Even higher than him has been, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur has placed the position of Uddhav. Because Uddhava did come to Vrindavan, like Yudhishthira Maharaj, and both of them left Vrindavan. But Yudhishthira Maharaj never had the fortune that Uddhava had. That is to become an instrument to carrying the message and the letter of Krishna to the gopis, and the letter of the gopis to Krishna. And even higher than Uddhava is the position of Sri Giriraj Govardhan, where Yudhishthira Maharaj is Haridas, Uddhava is also Haridas, but in higher stature, and the best among Haridas is Haridasavarya, Sri Giriraj Govardhan, Hantaya Madri Rabala, Haridasavarya. Srila Sanatana Goswami Pad has also mentioned that Govardhano Jayati Shaila Kuladi Rajo Yad Gopika Abhirudito Haridasavaryo. Brihad Bhagavatamrita, that from the lips of Sri Radharani, this name Haridasa Varya manifested. And we find in the Govardhan Vas Prarthana Dashakam of Srila Raghunath Das Goswami, he gives a very beautiful metaphor. He says that Radhika Vaktra Chandrat, Radharani's face is like the full moon. And just like we know, there's nectar, there's somaras, there's nectar dripping through the moon, from the moon. We may know Radharani's face is the moon, then the nectar that has emanated is the beautiful name Haridasa Varya. That's the nectar dripping from the moon. Very beautiful. Just like in the moon, there's nectar dripping, somaras. Similarly, from the moon of Sri Radha's lotus face, or moon-like face, the nectar name of Govardhan has been pronounced. So this is another beautiful reference about Srila Yudhishthira Maharaj's wonderful heart. To conclude our discussion, we also want to mention about how humble Yudhishthira Maharaj has been throughout his manifest presence with respect to associating with other sadhus. For example, we find in the first canto, 13th chapter, text 10, where Yudhishthira Maharaj is speaking to Vidura. And that's where that very famous verse appears, Bhavad Vida Bhagavata Tirtha Bhuta Swayam Vibho Tirthi Kurvanti Tirthani Swantastena Gadabrata. This verse has been quoted more than 3 times in Chaitanya Charitamrita as it is. It has been quoted in the Adi Leela, it's been quoted multiple times in the Madhya Leela. Also, Srila Prabhupada would quote this verse many, many times. And what's the crux, what's the essence of this verse? That Bhavad Vida Bhagavata Tirtha Bhuta Swayam Vibho. That great souls who carry Krishna in their heart, they are moving places of pilgrimage. They can make a pilgrimage into a better pilgrimage because they carry Krishna in their heart. So this verse was first spoken by Yudhishthira Maharaj to Vidura and then repeated many times by so many other acharyas. Also, the very famous section where Yudhishthira Maharaj is speaking to Yaksha and he mentions Ahanyahani Bhutani Gachanti Yamamandiram Sheshasthavaram Icchanti Kim Ashcharyamatha Param, which Srila Prabhupada would quote in his classes also in the context of what is the most astonishing thing in this world. When this question was asked, Yudhishthira Maharaj answered it by saying, what can be more astonishing than the fact that people are entering the abode of Yamaraj, left, right, center. Still those who are left behind, they think it can happen to him, it can happen to him, it can happen to him, but not to me. I live forever. This is the most astonishing thing. So there also we find Yudhishthira Maharaj associating. We find in the 7th canto of Bhagavatam, the whole story of Prahlad and Nrsingadev is actually a conversation of Yudhishthira Maharaj and Narada Muni, towards the end of which Yudhishthira Maharaj very humbly speaks to Narada Muni and he mentions, please speak to me the duties of an ideal grihastha. I am griha mudha dhi. Griha mudha dhi. Dhi means intelligence, mudha means foolish, and griha means home. He mentions to Narada Muni that I am a foolish, attached householder. How can I attain Krishna and pure love for him? So through Yudhishthira Maharaj, Narada Muni enlightens all of us in the 7th canto. And last but not the least, one of my favorites, we find Yudhishthira Maharaj opening his heart and asking questions to Bhishma Dev on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, which has been immortalized in the Mahabharata and in the section of the Vishnu Sahasranam. So we'll go through those questions. There were 6 questions asked, not just by the sages in Naimisharanya, but by Yudhishthira Maharaj to Bhishma. The first question that he asked was, Kimekam Daivatam Loke? Who is the most worshipable Lord? This is the first question. Second question, Kim va pyekam parayanam? Who is the Lord who is worthy of our surrender? Third question, Stuvanta kam kam archanta prapna yumanava shubham? Third question, who should be glorified through the tongue? Fourth question, who should be worshipped through the mind? Fifth question, Ko dharma sarva dharmanam bhavata paramo matah kim japan muchyate jantur janma samsara bandhanat. First question, who is the greatest Lord? Second question, who is worthy of our surrender? Third question, who should be glorified through the tongue? Fourth question, who should be worshipped through our mind? Fifth question, what is the best dharma? And sixth question, what names should one chant? And the answer to these 6 questions are the Vishnu Sahasranam, the 1,000 names of Vishnu, where Bhishma says, Pavitranam pavitram yo mangalanam cha mangalam daivatam devatanam cha. He says the greatest Lord is Sri Hari. Paramam yo mahatteja paramam yo mahattapah paramam yo mahat brahma paramam yapparayanam. The Lord whose shelter we should take is Sri Hari. He is the Supreme Lord who should be glorified. He is the Lord who should be worshipped. Worshipping Him is the greatest dharma, and His names are to be decorated on our tongue, kept as ornamentation. So in this way, Bhishma Dev, he enlightens the whole world through Yudhishthir Maharaj as an instrument. So we find the glories of Yudhishthir Maharaj from multiple angles and through the writings of our acharyas. So I'll pause here. If there are any questions, corrections, reflections, or comments, we can kindly take that. Jai Shri Radha Golokananda ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Gaura Premanande, Hari Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Go Hare Krishna. Madaram, Madaram, Vadanam, Madaram, Anamadaram, Ashitam, Madaram, 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 Vadanam, Madaram, Ayanam, Madaram, Ashitam, Madaram. Madaram, Madaram, Vadana, Madaram, Nayanam, Madaram, Hachitam, Madaram. No one else can chant? Ram, Madaram, Vadana, Madaram, Yanam, Madaram, Hachitam, Madaram. Rayam Madaram, Rayam Madaram, Madhuradi Paterakilam, Madhuram. Rayam Madaram, Rayam Madaram, Madhuradi Paterakilam, Madhuram. Vachanam Madaram, Jaritam Madaram, Vasanam Madaram, Valitam Madaram. Jalitam Madaram, Brahmitam Madaram, Madhuradi Paterakilam, Madhuram, Madaram. Venur Madhurao, Renur Madhura, Harinadura, Bhajo Madhura. Rich Madhuram, Sakyam Madhuram, Madhuradi Paterakilam, Madhuram. Gita Madhuram, Pita Madhuram, Mukta Madhuram, Sutta Madhuram, Gita Madhuram, Pita Madhuram, Mukta Madhuram, Sutta Madhuram, Rupa Madhuram, Tilaka Madhuram, Madhuradi Paterakilam, Madhuram. Rupa Madhuram, Tilaka Madhuram, Madhuradi Paterakilam, Madhuram. Karana Madhuram, Turana Madhuram, Anam Madhuram, Ramana Madhuram, Rana Madhuram, Tarada Madhuram, Radha Madhuram, Radha Madhuram, Amita Madhuram, Shamita Madhuram, Madhurari Pate Rakilam, Madhuram. Kunja Madhura, Mala Madhura, Jamuna Madhura, Vicha Madhura. Salila Madhuram, Kamala Madhuram, Madhurare Pate Rakilam, Madhuram. Gopi Madhura, Lila Madhura, Yukta Madhuram, Uktam Madhuram. Rishtam Madhuram, Shishtam Madhuram, Madhurare Pate Rakilam, Madhuram. Gopo Madhura, Gavu Madhura, Yastir Madhura, Shrishtir Madhura. Lalita Madhuram, Lalita Madhuram, Madhurare Pate Akilam, Madhuram. Madhuram, Madhuram, Vadanam, Madhuram, Nayanam, Madhuram, Hachitam, Madhuram. Madhuram, Gamanam Madhuram, Madhurare Pate Rakilam, Madhuram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Listen. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Lots of deaf people.
Try once more. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Golokinana Rana Golokinana Radhe Kinana Radhe Jaya Radha Golokinana Rana Golokinana Radhe Hey, Nare Nayarane, Nayarante, Jayo Radhe, Nare Nayarante, Nayarante, Radhe, Radhe, Shri Radhe, Jai Om Vishnu Pada, Paramahamsa Paramacharya, Om Siddhara, Sadashri Shrimad, His Divine Grace, Araya Charanam, Bhaktivedanta, Swami Srila Prabhupada, ISKCON founder, Srila Prabhupada, Jai, Vaishnava, Namacharya, Srila Srila Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Swadegadadha, Siddhi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda, Shri Shri Radha Krishna, Gopa Shine Kunda Radha Kunda, Giri Govardhan, Vrindavan, Yamunamai, Bhakta Vrinda, Gaur, all praise to come along. All glories to Shri Guru Gopala, Gopala.
His lips are sweet. His face is sweet. His eyes are sweet. His smile is sweet. Thank you. Heart is sweet. His gait is sweet. Everything is sweet about the Emperor of sweetness. His words are sweet. His character is sweet. His dress is sweet. His belly folds are sweet. His movements are sweet. His wandering is sweet. Everything is sweet about the Emperor of sweetness. His flute is sweet. His foot dust is sweet. His hands are sweet. His feet are sweet. His dancing is sweet. His friendship is sweet. Everything is sweet about the Emperor of sweetness. His singing is sweet. His yellow cloth is sweet. His eating is sweet. His sleeping is sweet. His beauty is sweet. His tilak is sweet. Everything is sweet about the Emperor of sweetness. His deeds are sweet. His liberating is sweet. His stealing is sweet. His love sports are sweet. His oblations are sweet. His tranquility is sweet. Everything is sweet about the Emperor of sweetness. His gunjaberry necklace is sweet. His flower garland is sweet. His Yamuna river is sweet. His ripples are sweet. His water is sweet. His lotuses are sweet. Everything is sweet about the Emperor of sweetness.